feeling as the player here because, you know, last week and 2 weeks ago it was Pluvo's illness, maybe a potential problem, but a wide opening goal here to tap it on through. How's that for your luck? Like, you know, people might look at Pluvo as sort of going, he's not mechanical. You'd be wrong to think that, but it is sort of smarts his IQ. The game is something to behold.
Tell you what, they were beginning to press for a second. Either team can take this, and any kind of mistake will be punished instantaneously at the best of times. As Oli presses Everine and it drops straight back down into... In the end, it works out. CRR, oh, misses the ball. Chance here. Pluvo into the back of the net. This first one, and how important it would have been to set off on the right foot to ensure that they get chances and they take them just like that. Smashy makes it 3.
But discipline is the word that you said, and it has to be. That's in front of the net, and Everino should be playing this one corner, and he's been caught napping there. That's poor decision making right there.
Trying to find a fourth, which will surely be a winner. Instead, it falls to Oli. Shooting opportunity. Smashy left awkward and can only tip it into his top left-hand side. And it gets from bad to worse after such a promising start. Nip take the lead inside 9 seconds.
It should be a 50 into the box here. It's exactly that low ball and ever. He always seems to be at the moment out of boost and out of options here, allowing Seleção to essentially drop. And that's a good save by Juris. You have to give credit to Pluvo. It's a lot more fluid between the two, and it's suiting Seleção even more here.
Yeah, this one is a stalemate, and it's a lot more quicker now, the pace of the game. It's more end-to-end. It's Pluvo into the back of the net.
The antidote, that's the glove is being essentially led on here. How's that one?
Will be vital for his own confidence. And pretty much, I don't want to speak too soon, but put Seleção in a really promising position. But instead, CRR comes back straight at the other end. And how on earth has he forced that one into the back of the net? Beautiful first touch. Take it over one. Everino beaten a little bit too easily, and Pluvo 15 into the back of his own net. Take it from there. I personally love it, so please don't change. But for now, it's Pluvo inside his own half. Oh, to combine it with Smashy. That man, the man we were just speaking about.
One touch blocked, it goes by the aforementioned goal scorer. It's Pluvo, one beaten, and that's on target. Where is Everino going?
Ooh, that's a rough one to take, and Oli flying off the left-hand side wall, met by Pluvo, whose clearance fell to Jorius, and the shot was goal-bound for sure, but I think...
CR left it, Oli left it, low boost here. If somebody in Seleção had boost here, that was an opportunity to hit on the counter.
And Jorius finishes it off. And it was a moment of calm for Oli. He knew he had nothing, as you quite rightly said, Danny. Didn't panic, squared it central for Jorius, one touch off the ceiling, and again... An overtime potentially has now come for NIP, and they'll get a second bite at the cherry to double their lead. And
leave that for the time being, because they'll have to put that out of their minds here as that ball put into the middle here on target. Surely that one needs to be put on home and eventually gets forced right on through here. There's no reactions on the player. It's essentially, as the youth would say still, lock in.
I was just going to make the same point.
We're having a passing play to get the stacking goal here.
Smashy in towards Everino. Can they find it? Open net. Can Pluvo turn in time? Only with no boost. Into the back of the net. And we have an equaliser. Pluvo the source of it. But as you said, Danny, quite rightly, it was a team passing play as a unit that breaks NIP's defence down with 10 seconds to go.
Or how about a winner at the last few seconds here? It's essentially a kick-off for Nip here. Removed off it, Pluvo to the backboard or the ceiling. It's open if you can stick it home. Surely they've done it.
Yes! Come on! Smashy taps it home into the empty net. And from the face of defeat, we go to game 5. Looking for Oli as well on the bump. Oli smartly avoids. Looking for a ground pinch. Smashy's there, challenges. Up goes Pluvo. Will dust Jorius. Touch off the ceiling. Fakes it for Smashy. The chance was there. Will remain in that corner, trying to negotiate a good 50 here. So is Pluvo. Dangerous times. CRR with the shooting opportunity. Looks to fake. Ever's there. Not enough. And NIP take the lead.
That's unfortunately sort of the lesson on keeping your structure there. Not getting the final touch and on the ball side rotation.
And 50's only out to the left-hand side, away from danger.
I'm sorry, but the moment you saw the demo and the chase here, that's a half-ball volley you should have scored here. That will, you know, they got the opening game done, so you're sitting in a nice 2-0 position and just need one more game here. And it's a hard lesson, but it's one that you have to experience to understand what not to do in the future here. It's a lesson can you not repeat in the next one here